Meanwhile, delegations from the respective Red Cross organizations of the two Koreas are meeting once again today. Top of the agenda is arranging reunions of separated families, but other humanitarian issues could be discussed as well. Let's connect to our Unification Ministry correspondent, Jung-hee, who's following developments from Seoul's Office for Inter-Korean Dialogue. Jung-hee, so it's been hours since the talks began. How are things going?
Good afternoon, Devin. The two Koreas started their Red Cross talks at 10 a.m. sharp at North Korea's Mount Kumgang. And by 1 in the afternoon, they were done with a general meeting as well as a separate round of talks, a separate first round of talks between the leading delegates of Seoul and Pyongyang. The two sides exchanged a draft agreement of today's talks at 1:30. They had lunch from 2 to 3 and are expected to have begun another round of talks between the leading delegates. The main talking point of the day is holding reunion of families separated by the Korean War. It's something the leaders of the two Koreas agreed to do at their summit talks in April to hold the reunions on National Liberation Day, August 15th. Seoul and Pyongyang are discussing when and how to hold the reunion event, how many participants they'd have, and whether the related facilities need to be renovated. The two sides are very eager to resolve humanitarian issues, especially easing the sorrow of families separated by the Korean War. And it seems the place where they're meeting, Mount Kumgang, where numerous family reunion events have taken place in the past, gave them an extra special feeling and a strong sense of responsibility to make sure these talks are a success. Take a look at what each delegation had to say at the opening of today's talks.
Even if today's talks are only a day long, if we approach them with sincerity, I believe we can discuss a lot of things. We should seize the vital force from Mount Kumgang and resolve the agony of the Korean people.
As for Mount Kumgang, it's a symbol of national harmony and unity. It's the only place that has provided healing for our separated people. If we aim to firmly break with our disgraceful past and develop a new mindset, I believe we can have smooth humanitarian cooperation between the North and the South.
If the reunion event does take place, it'll be the first one in 3 years since October 2015. More than 132,000 South Koreans are registered as separated from family in the north, but among them, only 56,000 are still alive, and among those, 85% are over 70 years old. Devin.